Hello, I'm back. We'll start to make the 3D step for this illustration. Let me see if I already have a name. Yes. Okay. Cupendiepes, my fun tribe of bad people. So I have the sketches on side here. I try to make this arrangement so we can see all the things that I'm going to be working with right here on the side, without like me shrinking the screen and having less size on things. I think that I'll see if that works. Okay, yes, I think everything is okay. So I'm going to start set up the file, even though I have a pre-save like start for each file. There is something that I need to change. It's more for horizontal. Illustration. So just change here. When I render, I will have it at least 200% at first, then I will see if I need more. And it's yes. Okay, so that's for this. Now I normally work with I just have one screen in this computer, so I have the illustration, the sketch open at the same time. So I'm gonna open it on my cell phone so I don't have to shrink the screen that you guys have seen. Let me see. Okay, I kinda have it here. So that's going to take some adjustments for me to get to the final here. What happened if I do this? Yeah, it's pretty bad. So let's not do this. Okay. It was record code here this last week, so I'm still getting used to it, but I think the worst already passed. And me and my cats and dog survived it, so always good. So what I did off camera was I posed, which is not the most fun part, mainly when you have to do a few. I posed some guys can serve as the bats. And since I posed for a while, I'm not sure which one is what. I know this one here is the main one. This is probably the one close to camera. 3 flying ones. And this is the base for the ones that's going to be upside down. So just gonna let everything like this. Can stay here. On this, I had these wings that from a dragon, free dragon model that now comes with it. So I will adapt it to be like the base for the bat wing. We can scoop it and change it or not. I'm just going to duplicate. It's probably too big now. It's kind of okay. And we have to see kind of the camera. Okay, we are going to be looking down upwards. Here is Mr. Light. You're going to be way up there. Probably gonna be way more up there, but it's just to get started. And I'm gonna just change position of the camera and something. Did I do this? Okay, so now it's on the right size, same proportion that I work the sketch. So this guy, gonna first work on get everybody into position. Yes. Set to local. Yay, you're local. Yes, you are really close to the camera, so just come up here. Okay. Oh, yeah, kinda your face here. I will adjust the whole hand swing. Funny, his arm doesn't look that scratched out there. Like this one is a little bit more. So let's get you down. You guys are the big. I will change a little bit the size, what's not if I think it's better, but I will try to keep somewhat the same. The wings I will do later. Let me just get everybody in place. Minus this one. This one I will do the wings with him, and then I will duplicate it, because then it's much easier. I want to do it once. So we have 1, 2, and these 3 right here. Hidden. Get out of here. So yeah. This one with arms down, so we have some wings downwards. He will be kinda here. More up. Yeah. You is the guy who is flying here. I'm kind of flying here, but that would be better if you did a counterpoint with the not being the same direction as this guy like this. So he's and this, and we have a third one that's also kinda on top here. This will be like the main ones. You can be much more further away. Okay. And I'll try to put this on your person. It's kinda little bit bigger, because I want this part here to be kinda the same length as the arm. Wait, I shouldn't move like the size one by one. That's a recipe for mistake. Okay. Oh, save. Yeah, right under his arm. I just swoop this. Yeah, okay, I already have backup here. I don't need to go crazy. I'm just going to change the proportion a little bit. Yeah, this one is really more under his arm. I really want this to be like pointy here. Can really go more upwards, but finish this one first. Wing. It's gonna be hidden, can be under here. Okay. And I can leave like a maybe a negative space here. I'll see if it is going to be horrifying or not. Second wing. Okay, this one will more easily show that it's a second arm. Let's go all the way out of the painting here. Come on. Okay. Get the point of little points. So here is a little too much. Go little down. Okay. Get this wing. Doesn't show so much like here fingers as I would expect, but it's a good base. I can just take out all this materials and I can work with it. Okay, so this guy here, yeah, needs to at least go like this. This arm. Ooh. Yeah, I don't want it. It would probably be more like this, but I don't want to be right. I want to be covered because it's the hand that will be the axe. Let it go here. Okay. Let's go down. And this guy here. Okay, this one. We'll just do the sleepy one. Can duplicate this wing. Just give it to some people. Who wants wings? I think you do. Yeah. Okay. Global. When it's two objects, local sometimes doesn't work as intended. Okay. Now this I don't think I need to be super careful. I can just join them into one. Origin geometry, duplicate. I will scope them to position, but I don't think I need to have them separate. Okay, and I will need another pair for this guy down here that we just want to there. Okay, you have your wings. It's right here, okay? We are going to make it work for you, so don't worry. Just stay calm. Put, and I will come back for you. Okay, we kind of have some things in place. But this is way too wild here. I'm going to attempt to scope this, but it is it too much out of position? Why is it yellow? Okay, it must be because I joined them and they were different objects, but there is no material anymore. There's some, must be, no, there is no material. They were together before. Well, they are the way they want to be. So we're just going to kind of live in a position that I think they would be. And then I will see how it looks in the scene and change it again. This point here is probably gonna stay horrible, but that's like one little stroke in Paint Studio Paint, and it will be a-okay. It's just gonna look really annoying here, but if I can survive this and not keeping messing around with it, it will be okay. I think if I'll keep it this negative point or not here. Could be the point here. And then we just here show up a little bit of the under wings, under his arm, and another point sending back to the painting here. Okay, it's cool. Oh, this guy. Oh, this guy. Okay, this guy was better still with both wings separate, not united like this. So let's separate direction. Objects at origin to geometry. My dog found something outside, so it's my dog. Yeah, probably. But I think they're okay now. He and the neighbor dog must have found a cat outside, just a menace to society, so they must bark until all the dogs in the neighborhood also know. Let's see here. Okay, and I'm going to finish this one. Let me see. Okay. Like this, like so. These other sides. Yeah, this here not gonna be much visible. Yeah, it's okay. Bam, bam. Okay. And you, are you happy up there? Yeah, this one, the wings can be like really separate from him. Just look how silhouette is. Just gonna spread a little bit more. Also to not look like what it is, a copy paste here. Completely copy paste of the wings. I don't think it would show actually. Just in case. My phone keep shut down. Okay. Ooh, cold. This guy. So this is actually the more complicated one, somewhat, because I need to bend the wings. I may have to cut it in more parts. Where are you? There you go. So, bing, because actually scope this may be a little weird. I could. Okay, they are still two separate ones. Okay. I will try to scope it, but I'll probably end up separating a bunch. Or even just using the front part, because you don't really need what's not gonna show. Yeah, it's going to be a little weird. Like the transformation also would not be enough. Could that give me a start to the scope? Because we need this finger guy here to be up. So just make it more pointing towards himself. Okay. Okay, that's kind of a solution. Yeah, let's use this one. Like you can go find someone else to play with, and this one we duplicate, and we're gonna mirror, and it's gonna work like the first time we do it. Kinda. Yes, a little time. Okay. So one is gonna be more side than the other one, which is you. Yeah, You can like cover part of his face, and you don't. Right. Yeah. Okay. So you can show here. This can just disappear. There we go. And we kinda have a little cute rapid bat person. Going to edit this inward. Yeah. Go here too. Okay. You are the main one, so you can stay like this. And I'll do another one where I join. Destroy everything that is good about him. Bye 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 bye. I'll make a new material. Bad guy material. Great name. Okay. It's gonna be dark, a little bit warm color. And a lot of roughness, not much specular, and for that, for now, that's okay. So we have one that we can play with. Actually, we'll just use this one. You can stay out of the scene. And he does look very pointy. I can rework that, but I think I will do that one by one, as depending on how the view stays. And for that, I will need to make the rocks, but let me move around this guy here a little bit. So his arm is not super important. It's more his wings, but we have like up to here, so I can put the fur that I had planned. This arm here actually doesn't need to even show. It's going to be more the wings. It's going to kind of go off to the dark. So we have these wings going to be pointing back. The guy doesn't need to be at the point of his feet, like the sketch is right just pointing there. You can have it and here. This here no one is seeing, so I'm moving for no reason. Yeah, this arm really need to just cool down and get out. Thank you. It's the other one. Yes. Can even go more upwards. Isn't bad, this line going like this. Let me have some arc here. I can make you a little more buff just so this line doesn't end to prematurity. Okay. Don't go away, image. So there is a bunch of ways that I can do this passage because they are in the cave, and there is light coming from above, and it's gonna be transluciding his wings and whatnot. But yeah, it's a cave like they get in from this upward passage. And I can add a mesh, that's a plane. I could make this also just in Keep Studio Paint, but I will try to see if we can get a cool rock. Sometimes I can. I don't really have a recipe. I just try new things, so I don't get the same rocks always, because that would be kind of on the nose. So let's see if we can get something cool here, and I can scoop from it, then it works. Gonna need a bigger plane, so I'm gonna do one, and if it's cool, I'll duplicate it and scope it to get a different one. Yeah, something of the kind. Going to try to keep pretty much all in the scene, so I don't have extra polygons making the file heavy for no good reason. I will still keep it a square, because that's easy for me to work with. And let's subdivide simple. And let's subdivide a little bit. And we can try to displace it. So that's a lot of displacing. And I'm gonna try Musgrave first, and you can see that did something very funny. So we can do less strength, and also move a little bit to mid-level, but I think not. Well, just shade smooth, just so it doesn't look so much like old graphics. Video game, it still will, but yeah, I think I probably can do more subdivision before the displacement. Yeah, like this would be kinda having, yeah, it's very solid, not smooth here. So let me see if I can smooth this. Okay, yeah. So we have a little bit more smooth. It still has some points. I don't want points. Thank you. Okay, a little more dimension here. So I have these two stacks here. Let me see first. Okay, 3 and 6. We have one displace, and we are gonna add another displace. So I'm hoping this doesn't cause the computer to explode in the middle of the stream. Now waves kinda works too for this, but I will try to do with this place. Okay, wood no, Voronoi. So it's always look too much because the strength is also always way more than it needs to be. Okay, we kind of have some patterns that just going to the wrong direction. And this preview does not help. But I think if I get this, actually, no way shape or form this help. Let me see if I can clean up a little bit the file, just so I don't want to see this guy as a human. I could have done this before, but I didn't, so we are going to take out some texture to make it a little faster. Okay, this one is already bad guy. You can make you all bad guy for now. Bad guy, you are bad guy too. You're also bad guy. Bad guy, bad guy. Guy, you also. I think we got it. Let me see the preview. Okay, this wing, this guy. Okay, and you, roughness to the max. Going to be more light gray than them, but doesn't need to be much. You have to be way up there. Global. I may do a square light. I think area lights are up there, but for now, we can see that for some reason everything's dark. Maybe it's not enough light. Yeah, it's not enough light. I could also just make daylight, but yep, that does not light and did not work. Here it's gonna be like cold light, so we can see inside the cave. And from outside it will be warm light. I was hoping that I could, because this does not show the volume too well. This is not helping that much either. It does help if I scope like this, because I will see where the light will be hitting, and where it's not really working. Because I want to do some weird things with its form, so I can make the ones that are hang up kinda more interesting and kinda actually in a place in the stone, not just around floating. But you can see a little better like this. think I'm going to commit for now in this. Up the displacement, up the displacement. So now it's a lot of polygons, this rock. So I'm going to try here. Okay, it's working. This guy probably gonna move him up so he's not against the light. Part of this hand going to be in the stone here, and yeah, half here just going to the light. This wing is supposedly to have more opening here. I may tone this one down. I don't want a little point here for no reason. And here, where it may crash. So I want to have like big bulges here of the stones. Doesn't seem to want me to. It's going completely invert because this is probably, yes, this is the right side, so to speak. Yeah, there's probably a way to invert this, and I will make a note to look this after stream, just so I don't not really seeing tutorials during the stream. Invert face. Would be nice to know, because that's probably just what's happened. Like it has to be like a main face and whatnot, and so the main face is actually the way we are not really using right now. So yeah, the idea is great. Like everything's going kinda on this guy here. I will still like put a rock texture on it, which will end up looking much more like actually rocks. And then I will paint over, so it will look like rocks. I just want some base for my guys. Here, this part I actually was thinking to make like the cave goes in. Yes. Blam. And it goes more in front. And we can let me see. This guy is hanging up right. Okay. And you actually... Where are you, guy? Huh. Okay. You two are too close together in my view, so who is who? You are the main one, and you are just a backup because I'm a scary person and I keep backups. So please move. Go into the abyss. Okay. Now we have you. And he is completely floating. Okay. So we can you scope. And we should have it's this one. Only it's not. Need more to go down. Okay, we got him. There you go. There you are. Okay, so to get to him, we had to go here. So we can have some spikies. That will be better to do like this. I'm still trying like illustration, it's not yet there. So yeah, this is more like the spikes will look on this angle. So you're still not there. So just here on my side, it's more pointy where he's sleeping. Just having a great time. I could pull with this if I want to make it like really pointy. Normally it's not that pointy, but it's giving some weird round, way too round. Probably it's not gonna look too round points when I am rendering. I'm not gonna do much of this. It's may look some stuff look better here than on cycles. So before I do that, I'll try to not mess around too much with this. So we have some fun stuff. Okay, I'll have to go for a moment, but I will be right back. Just a moment. Yeah, back. So, okay. Yeah, I'm thinking that I probably do a lot of changes. Is still why it's not working now? What's happening? On these rocks on. Okay, it's back. On Clip Studio Paint. But it's still nice to have a more complex base for me to paint on. So this guy, I can like pretend he's smaller. Let me see how many. I don't have many here. Let me duplicate this guy. If I put, yeah, so this one, I will have more here. I'll certainly have more. I have to have more here and on the other side. At least 3 here. So I will just bury this guy. This guy can even like, oh, he's behind the rocks. There is a little cozy space here that he's having fun. Just going to like rotate him a little bit. More here, okay. And you, I'll rotate more here. And just a little more this side. It's okay. And then I can come back to the scoping, not over editing. That brings bad memories. And just like UV, it's something that I do the least possible. It certainly is the least fun part of 3D modeling for me in rigging. But people who do it, you are amazing. So I'm going to duplicate this guy. And may just play with this side. Now if I rotate it, it's actually going to look more unique. So yeah, kinda. Maybe it's a little bit more here. Okay. And let me see if it's showing. Okay, I'm not showing any of collected. And I can just model here the rocks. Yeah, this on the original would be like this. And we'll let it not be exactly at the point here. And this is actually this other guy. Yeah. More like so. Also get here and we put this in here. Actually this one like, yeah, it creates a negative that I don't know if I'm gonna I'm just going to try to this little guy point downwards. Okay, can I flip normal like what was I using 3ds Max that had like simply flip normal and you just flip it. But yeah, because this looking like they both have the material. And when here, hopefully they both still have. I'm gonna try to put cycles in, and that may, yeah, it's better if I go in here and actually see if that's going to crash, because that has happened before, but it was more than 1 year from right now, so maybe it won't crash. Okay, we'll try cycles. On cycles. Hey. Oh no, the file I save every 2 seconds. But like everything I do, just if it corrupted the file, then that's a problem. I probably should save another name. But yeah, the light works a little better on this side, and like they are dark here where I want it to be. I probably will have to work on the light hitting with the silhouette. But nice to know. Save as, let me save file 2. Okay. Yay. So yeah, I'm going to carve this guy. So this, yeah, because I copy paste, so this guy is going this side, and you can go in. So we have that inwards. The light doesn't hit the stone here, it can hit some more up here. Yeah, just a little bit more. That's something that I normally do. Mainly when it's a lot of creatures and whatnot, I recreated to reposition everything, and it helps a little bit in part of rendering. Sometimes doesn't look like needed so much, but when I render like a big image, this it will help a lot of not hurting my hand so much trying to blend everything before going deeper in detail. So I recreate some, and yeah, there is some more like weird perspectives and whatnot, and I think it would be more fun to recreate here than go on with the sketch. The sketch is like, it's good. It's like the perspective is not everything just right, so it's a way to like also know what I did just right, the perspective, what not, and in the end I will of course like this part doesn't like people won't really notice that's out of perspective, and it's cooler if this guy is a little bit more twisted here. But I try to, you know, keeping as convincing as possible. And normally clients really like it when everything's just right, so I do that. I get better response when I do that, and I kind of become use it to do this part like this. I say for hard surfeit things like robots, buildings, cars, and whatnot, sci-fi stuff, building ships, 3D is amazing. I find it much more uh, fun than like make everything like it was a ruler and everything. That's it's a bit more boring for me. Some people really like it to do this line and see everything is just what is perspective with ships and buildings, but yeah, building like a Lego the place is fun. This of course like I use this organic models as base, which I will then of course I will draw the nails, the face. I'll see if I'm gonna do the ears big here. And in the end I will get everything that's cool from both. Like there's something that's gonna be cooler from the sketch, there are things that gonna be cooler from here. And I'll try to find everything that I want to put in there. So yeah, but I normally go to, most of my drawings go to a 3D phase. The last one I didn't, yeah, I didn't do anything. I just went to a sketch. It was that creature. I didn't feel like needed much. But yeah, when I do a lot of, and beautiful fightings with people on the back and doing stuff, it's really nice to organize and be able to just move if someone is not working, rather than drawing and see how lights can hit. Mainly when it works in Eve, because Eve it's much faster and I can just yay, oh, the light like this. And by the way, you can scope this guy a little bit inwards like this. It's fun. You don't need, you are the ones that doesn't need to, like this one's nice here. This one's cool. You can be a little more forward. Yeah, I over-explained it a little bit, but it's around that. And this guy just hit the rock. It's going to fall if you don't do anything. Okay. If you can kind of solve with Eve, let me just actually get the right light. If I can get area light. No, sun will be too much. Where is it? Okay, this rectangle, yeah. Why can't I see it? Oh, it's right here. Okay. There's a rectangle. It's going down. And it's a big rectangle. So I just don't want you to be too big. Ah. Okay, it's now it's the overcasting light here. Okay. Yeah. The wings, I don't know if I'm going to... this wing I actually got was... It's free from that too. It's just a dragon wing that I repurposed here. Don't think they made it separate. Nope, it's all just one thing. I could select them because on cycle I can make it translucent if I put another material here. I think it actually was already separate, but I deleted everything and I'm not going back, but it's fine. I can make it kind of translucent so we have a base for that effect that I want to do, but I can also just work that on there again. Let me see if we... Okay, this is the actual hole it's looking right now, and I want it to be less of a pointing arrow. It doesn't need to be. Okay. Yeah, the faces I'll probably just get it again. The ears I can put it because it takes some space that I should know how much it's gonna take. Because like ear here going to cover a little bit of this guy in the way it's now. These guys both are much smaller in the main illustration. There was a reason for that. I can just scale them down too. I don't need to distance too much. Go back. Or even this one can be more. This one here, he can be way less. Kinda like him, but the axe is here, so you need to go up here, which means you go even more. Or I could go here. It's a little less. So yeah, it's for a lot of this. I keep like a little more, a little less here. And I can, like I already have this guy, so I can just duplicate and have a base for all these upside down guys. I probably want to have some on this side. 2 here. And I can make some really small group here. Of 4, I already have a group of 3. Not have a bunch of trees. Weird. Are they hidden? No, okay, they are still. So one will be almost a couple with this one because they get along. But you have to be here. Okay. As we can see, they are floating, so I have to work here or send them up. It's not gonna do it because this angle actually doesn't work. Haha, look at that. It's right here. So I'm going to. It would be actually be this show in the scene. Yes. Okay. So we can even make more if you want, like make a whole party here. Yeah, you two still can be together. And yeah, these guys are closer. Okay, here is gonna be his ear. So I'm pretty much gonna make some kind of placeholder for his ear. This can be this ball. More of a ball. A little bit more fat. If you can, thank you. Select. So, delete faces, and we kind of have something that we can work with. Okay, we can put this in materials. So this kind of have the space that is going to use, and this mirror doesn't quite work as it normally doesn't. We can make this better like this, and then I scope again. Right side. Okay, and see if the shape still works. Not as much. Just solidify, so yay, it has more volume now. Ctrl G and rig there. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I just use this base from DAS, This I'm going to draw on top. And yeah, try to like keep less as possible that will influence me, like in doing something else. So like a lot of reference I try to get from like real things. I get example of what people already done, but I try my best to not see anymore while I'm doing it. So yeah, because it's really easy to get influenced with something that I do, but it's interesting with those day images and breakdown. Yeah, could be for my own drawings. Yeah, that's interesting. Rig them. That would be really for animation to rig them, right? A long time I don't do anything with animation. I did more when I work at physical places. Then would need to go rigging something that could really be automated. but some people like it. There was some people like this technical part of rigging. But I just learned to kind of get through it when I need it. But it just really wasn't the most fun part. Yep. So we can. It's good on the view, but it's not good here. That's why it works on one side and doesn't work on other. I probably don't need to. I will draw it over, but nice to have something close. What I did, Z local? Yeah. The local was a little bit closer. And we can just get this guy here. No, I'm not gonna, just gonna delete the solidify, because it's going to create a lot of mess if I don't. If I join them while I have it. So now we have yes for this guy too. I think that's all. I don't know if I need to put on the other ones. Maybe the ones more close to camera upside down would be nice. So back up here. Set origin to geometry, so it's on the center, and bing, bong, boom. That's how are ya? Okay. It's local. It's not perfect, but something. And okay, here, this one is a big ear guy, so he is a little different from the one close to camera. Okay, so this one I actually left like a full silhouette of this ear. And the other not. So that makes sense. Don't know if I need to. If it's blowing, yeah, it doesn't need to. It's okay. So we don't have light on this empty part here, but when I render, I will have a cloud layer, so that will be really easy to like select and just do a flat color here. And the really small ones I will just draw because it doesn't need any detail. And I'm gonna do a fun little X now. If I can find my guy, select him. Okay. Hey, how are ya? You want an X? Yes, you do. There you go. No, yes, this. I can also do a little bit transformation. I'll just do a really small, I think 0.05. Yeah, 0.53. Okay, new and like this. Subdivision, simple. Just to create some variance. Look. I'll see you in your studio. Thanks for drop by. Thanks. Later. And let's move this. Do a really rocky axe. Yay. We'll probably move some. I just don't want it to be like that one. Yeah, that's something that I probably will have work there. I think I'm gonna do just the bend shape for the thing here. This is a main guy. Normally I do on like close to camera or just a shot shots in fantasy and whatnot. Do the belt, I do more scoping and texturing and do like the laces. I think I can handle it pretty well here. Modeling. I didn't select, but I did. Yeah, but just on modeling, no scoping. turn subdivide and it's gonna look horrible. Subdivide. But that's all the vertices, if you can select it. Okay. We have it here and here. And we can just adjust few things. Can make another here, so we can make a drastic drop in size here. And I'll probably increase here. Yeah, really chunky one. Okay. One little point here that not gonna be show, but it is here. Okay, shade is smooth. Yeah, it looks a little bit too smoothie. What is that? Okay, it was the wall. Back to this guy. And I can just make one. I do want it to be more chunky. Yeah, look a little bit more chunky like this. It's weird to polish, but it's more the base that I needed than otherwise. And it bug it out a little bit. If I do flat. Yeah, it's just gonna need more to get around the same. With a rock texture that works better. It is still cold in here. Okay, so now we do have. I don't hate this guy here. I think that maybe I can have another guy around here. Maybe. And that would be just duplicating one. So you are a little bit too much copy and paste. There you go. So what else can we work here? We could, like, there is this fit that is still make this more fun shapes for him. I don't think I need to do the claw. Silhouette of the sky here. The feet, yes. Doesn't need to be touching behind the arm. This, do I have? Oh yeah, I already have what guy here. Okay, like there is a lot of fight over here to get these guys actually in the rock. I may get some here or under. I try my best to walk like seeing everything like this, but I probably will have to get a lot of one by one. The distances, because like this is not here, this is not here. Where is he? Kinda the same distance as this guy, so he actually is here. Yeah, so you should not be there. You can still change positions and it will look somewhat the same position in the illustration. Probably some of them I will fake it and just draw the shadow there, because I can. But I try to make everything fits just right, at least some, because I will then get the trace of the shadow that they usually make, that make it easier for everybody else. This guy's way under. Yeah, under anything that is on camera here. And I could leave these guys more under shadow and really curve it out, this cave. Like leave some places not so curvy, other more curvy, look more organic. Yeah, so they are more in shadow here. Here really we are dropping to shadowland here. Yeah, and I could like do shadows and not shadows here, but again, that's something that I'll probably do more in yeah, 2D software. Even though I'm doing this now, this is probably not the most healthy thing to be working while streaming. That would make it very easy to crash. But it is an option, mainly if you have a nice PC. Guys can go a little bit more. Like if you're sleeping, probably not too much in the light. Like this one just hitting more the head and whatnot. They may be just there, it was fine, and then now this light is hitting and all that. This would be a wood. Roughness is also high. Specular pretty much none. All possible. There we go. It's kinda dark. This one is a rocky point. It's not super light, not super dark. Here won't be as rough, it's gonna be more specular. Yeah, this can be also more specular. I'll take a little bit, let it be not so rough. I'll probably put a texture on the beds just to have a better start for them. Yeah. Yum yum. What can we do more? This guy here is. Or we can have some just overlapping. So making some more guys down here. And did it. Oh. Oh, it's time to feed people here. So I will make some looking more even distance here. Try to give this big one a clean silhouette so we understand what these others are. And yeah, just rotate it, flip, so they look different. And I think for now, yeah, probably more hints of them kinda here, because why not? So we have all these people. Okay, so this will show. I'm gonna select some random ones, duplicate. There we go. This one right in his foot is not what I want. Okay. And more going out. These ones would have to have more than one here. Yeah, just go backwards. Yeah, they're a little bit too just right. I did make this wing like over. Maybe I don't need to. Like I made this fit on the back of the wing to show that he's on the back of this guy, but he's already here. You already know this. Maybe I do let this fit have a more clean silhouette. I will rethink that, but yeah, okay. I think that's somewhat of a base. I will just texture it in render offline, because that sure would make a thing, and it's time to feed my people here. So maybe I will come back later on, but probably for a play or two on Elden Ring. But for now, this one is kinda everything in its location, and I change what I think I want to change. But if I change more, well, I'll show next time. I'll show all the handed passes, and I will build the clip file with all the render passes, and then take what I still need, probably the faces from the sketch, and paint it over. Yeah, there are some details that the skin, it's one color, then there is this fur that's a little bit another color. I have also the a concept of him, so I will follow that. But yes, I will probably tomorrow at the same time continue him. Yeah, I'll see if I can get this render done. If I can connect tomorrow, I'll do the texture online, but that's something that I normally do it and leave it, because it will be mostly be the rendering than the texture. So yeah, this, oh, solidify this guy before I forget. Not that it's super important, but it's, if you can do it, why not? Okay. So thank you. If you watch now, in the future, if you follow, I will continue pretty soon, probably tomorrow, and then I will go back to painting it. So thanks, and see you next time.